today's video, we are going to make a web-inspired scarf. The scarf is made with chains and double crochets, and it comes out really nice, open, flowy, and I especially love it because it's kind of web-like, and if you have any of those plastic spiders, you can stick them all over the scarf. You can even crochet a spider applique and put them on the scarf. I used only a ball and a half of the Basic Stitch reflective yarn by Lion Brand. I still have another whole ball and a half, so I could easily make another scarf, or you can make this much wider. My scarf is not very wide, and you can make it as big or as small as you want. So let's grab our hook and grab some yarn. You can use any yarn that you want, and we will make a spiderweb inspired scarf. For this scarf, I am going to be using the Basic Stitch reflective yarn. It's just a 4-weight acrylic yarn with a piece of reflective yarn running through it, and a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. To start, we're going to put a slip knot on our hook, and this pattern is a multiple of 7, so you want to chain 7, 7, 7, 7 for as wide as you want your scarf to be. For this tutorial, I am going to chain 35. Once you have your chain in a multiple of 7, we're going to slip stitch in the 6th chain away from your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're just going to place a slip stitch in that 6th chain away from the hook. We're going to chain 2. We are now going to skip 3 stitches on our foundation chain, so 1, 2, 3, and into the next we're going to work a double crochet. We're going to chain 7, we're going to slip stitch into the 4th chain away from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just place a slip stitch, chain 2, go back to your foundation chain. We're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet into the next chain. Do that again, chain 7, slip stitch into the 4th chain away from your hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and chain 2. Find your foundation chain, skip 4 on the foundation chain. So here's where we placed our last double crochet. Skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the next, place a double crochet. We're going to do that again, so chain 7, one, 2, 3, slip stitch into the 4th away from your hook, chain 2, go back down to your foundation chain, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet into the next. Chain 7, count down 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into that chain, chain 2, Go back down to the foundation chain, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet into the next, now we only have 5 chains remaining, so now we're going to do that one more time, the chain 7, slip stitch into the 4th chain away from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, and find the very first chain and just double crochet into that very first chain. And that is how you do row 1 off the foundation chain. For row 2, and this is the entire pattern repeat is row 2. So what we do in row 2, you can just repeat and repeat and repeat over and over until you have the total length that you want for your scarf or whatever project that you're making. Row 2 always starts with a chain 10, and again we're going to work a slip stitch into the 4th chain away from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, and now we're going to turn our project, and because this is a project where we've got a bunch of chains, it may be helpful to put a stitch marker in the very bottom, one of these bottom spaces, so you know that is where your foundation chain is. So we've got our work turned, our little picots are going to be pointing upwards. We're now going to work a double crochet in these chain right next to the picot from our previous row. So there's our picot, just find the next chain over and just place a double crochet. Now we'll have sort of the chain and picot falling right above each other on each row. So row number 2 always starts with a chain 10. Now we can continue with the regular pattern for the row, which is a chain 7. And again, slip stitch into the 4th chain away from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, find your next picot along from the previous row, find the stitch just to the left of that picot, and work a double crochet into it. Chain 7, slip stitch in the 4th chain away from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain 2, find the next picot and double crochet into the next chain to the left, and do it all again. Chain 7, one, 2, 3, and 4, slip stitch into the 4th chain away from your hook, chain 2, and then find the next picot and find the stitch just to the left of it and double crochet into that stitch. I've got one picot left, and then I've got my starting little spot here. So I'm going to go ahead and work one more chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into that fourth chain away from the hook, chain 2, find the next picot and double crochet into the stitch right next to it. Now we're at the end. Again, we're going to work a chain 7, slip stitch 1, 2, 3 into the fourth chain away from the hook, chain 2, and double crochet into the chain right next to your picot stitch. And that is how it's looking. So you're just going to repeat row 2 over and over and over again to get the length that you need for your overall project. When you're done, you finish the row just like you have been. Fasten off, cut your yarn, weave in your ends, and you'll have a Webby inspired scarf. Here is my finished scarf. I will try to get a little video or picture of this scarf reflecting if I can, and I'll put that at the very end of the video right after this. Super easy, quick, fast and fun make, and it looks pretty cool for this spooky season. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Until next time, happy crocheting, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!